She wants to play. What do you do? We're gonna start by making a rough line of the character, and then coming back and refining those lines so we have a clear idea of where to put color. Now I'm going to place down the color on the character, and I'm going to give each part of the character its own layer. Her clothes, her fur, her backpack, they're going to each be their own layer. While we're here, I'm going to also add in the background. Nothing too detailed, just enough of a forest to imply that we're in a forest. I'm going to start coming back and adding the highlights and details to the main character, starting with her backpack, and then her fur and her clothes. And we're doing this by shifting that base color we applied earlier up to add more brightness, and then shifting it back down again to add the shadows. We're doing this for each layer at a time. Right now we're on the backpack, then I think it's the fur again, and then the clothing. And that's it. I posted this around on several Discords, so let's go see what they had to say. I go up and immediately initiate a game of tag. I love this, it's a cute vibe. She proceeds to give chase. The oversized backpack doesn't seem to slow her down at all. We are having a blast. I feel like a kid again. Run like hell because that backpack has to be 3 times heavier than her and she's holding it like it's nothing. She couldn't have good intentions for me, X3. You hear footsteps behind you, and giggling. Ah! Ask if she's selling cookies. She reaches into her oversized backpack and pulls out an entire red wagon filled with cookies, and a clipboard with an order form. Excellent. I'll take 3 boxes of Thin Mints, please. She scratches something down on the order form, then holds out her hand paw expectantly. I only have 20s. Can you make change? She reaches into the backpack once more and pulls out a teller's hat and an old-fashioned cash register. She then proceeds to exchange the bill for the 3 boxes of cookies and your change. Thank you! Ask what she wants to play, if I have time. How about a game of hide-and-seek? Oh no, sure. Great, you go hide and I'll seek. I'm gonna hide real far away. After an uncomfortably long time, you feel a gentle tapping on your shoulder. Oh no, I turn around. You see her there, a gentle smile on her face. Your turn. I unfortunately tell her I have to go. Gotta go prepare for work. She pouts, then moves out of the way to let you pass. I then head home and get ready for my work. I go along with it, hand on my gun at all times. What should we play? What do you want to play? She looks at your gun. How about cops and robbers? Okay, I'll be the cop. You be the robber. Okay. She quickly whips out 2 paintball pistols out of the size of her oversized backpack. This is a holdup! Whips out my pistol and shoot both guns out of her hands. Ha! What you gonna do now? She's surprised at first, but she doesn't cry. Heh, you got me. Okay, now what were you planning to do? Depends. What are you going to do with that? She points at your pistol. Nothing, as long as I have no reason to. She perks up. Good. What shall we play now? How about story time? You start. Where did you come from? She smiles. A dream. I immediately began courting her. Oh, reading that made my blood boil. It's time to draw what happens when people take things just a little too far with her.
once again, we're going to do a rough sketch around the piece. It's a bit more complex, so we're going to, instead of erasing the sketch, we're going to have it as its own separate layer in the background. And we're going to sketch new lines on top, make them clean, set them where we want them. As you can see, I'm fiddling around trying to get the pose on this hand just right. Just like we did with the last piece, we're going to put flat colors on each part that we want to draw, making sure each one has their own layer. And this time I have learned about the alpha lock, which lets you lock the transparency on each layer. So when I'm going to do highlights later, I don't have to do as much work, and we can just erase the base colors down to within the lines, and then do highlights and shadows on each layer without having to worry about blocking out the entire thing manually, because it automatically saves a lot of time. One of the big details here on the backpack is going to be the massive void in the middle of it. It actually, canonically, either opens up into a backpack or opens up into this, depending on what you've done. So hopefully you didn't upset her too much. You absolute cur! Into that bag with you! I had a lot of fun with this. If you want to see more stuff like this, please check out my Ko-Fi, which I will link in the description. Thank you for watching, and thank you to everyone in the Discords I posted to for sending in your responses. Without you, this would not have been possible. Have a good day.